Deadlock, which offers the best of both worlds. If you've been living under a rock, a new MOBA-meets-shooter hybrid has stormed onto the scene, peaking at 171,000 players in September. These numbers are quite impressive for a new game. If you're wondering what's so special about Deadlock, let's list down 10 reasons why you should be playing this game right now. 10. Something for everyone. Deadlock caters for a wide range of audiences, which explains the 171k peak last month. It borrows agent selection from Valorant, movement from Counter-Strike, map from League of Legends, game mechanics from Dota, and an overall feel of Overwatch. That's why players from different games find Deadlock both familiar and unique. It combines the best elements from some of the best shooter and MOBA titles, giving you plenty of reasons to give this game a fair shot. 9. A mind-bending lore. Gameplay aside, a game with an immersive lore is just better, and Deadlock happens to have one that spans through decades. It doesn't directly impact the game, but it's fun to know why Dynamo doesn't have a face and Vindicta looks miserable. The game is set in an alternate 1949, where supernatural forces, once considered folklore, were revealed to the world after an 1899 eclipse triggered the first Maelstrom event. Now, 50 years later, a second Maelstrom is about to occur, and Deadlock heroes are fighting across New York City. What is Maelstrom, you may ask? Well, it's a celestial alignment event that seems to happen once every 50 years, during which magic energy gets stronger. Basically, during this time, supernatural beings, both our Deadlock warriors and their enemies, reach the height of their powers. That explains why Infernus is on fire. 8. Time-saving, fast-paced maps. Deadlock's map is set in an alternate New York City, divided into 4 lanes. At the start of the game, heroes are randomly assigned to each lane to pick their battle, farm souls, and level up their base abilities. But it's the zip lines that MOBA players would absolutely love. Instead of relying on hard-to-earn teleports, Deadlock has zip lines accessible to everyone at all times. Need to help a teammate in their lane? Just double jump and hop on the zip line to switch lanes, and you're good. Deadlock's map is a big part of the reason players are obsessed with the game. It allows for a fast-paced game, which is mostly absent in a traditional MOBA. If you die during the late game, you can simply travel through the zipline on fast mode and pick up where you left off. Busy, no-nonsense players would love the Deadlock map. 7. Easy to understand shop. MOBA games are famous for their complexity and overwhelming information. Anyone coming from other games would instantly get spooked out by the cluttered visuals in the League of Legends. Yet, new players have quickly settled into Deadlock. The reason? It's easy to navigate and a simple curiosity shop. If complex hero upgrades in games like Dota intimidate you, there's no need to worry here. Deadlock stands apart with its streamlined curiosity shop, offering a limited number of items, each with clear, detailed descriptions, making it much easier for new players to build their heroes confidently. 6. Deadlock is F2P. In 2024, entertainment is expensive, and a good video game can set you back a few bucks. Deadlock, however, is completely free, which honestly does come as a shock. It has 22 playable heroes, all unlocked by default, upgrades, ability levels and whatnot. Fans are calling it one of the most addictive MOBAs of the decade, and Valve is charging $0 for it. While Valve hasn't commented on Deadlock's pricing model, considering the developer's history with in-house titles, it's safe to say that Deadlock will be free upon release as well. Valve took a similar approach with Dota and CS2. However, the latter has main modes and features locked behind a paywall. It seems unlikely that Deadlock will follow suit, since it's already doing pretty well as a free-to-play title, even in its invite-only phase. That's a solid deal in the worldwide inflation if you ask us. 5. Gunplay-focused MOBA. A MOBA where guns take centre stage. Sign us up. Deadlock is a Dota-inspired MOBA, but it's heavily focused on gunplay. Now, if you're someone who excels at aiming and popping heads, you'll absolutely love Deadlock. Each hero wields one of 9 distinct weapons available in the game, and shooting feels more or less similar to any shooting-heavy game you may have played. So besides strategizing, you are also required to be a good shot. So players coming from FPS titles will have to adjust to information overload with one familiar factor of shooting. On the other hand, MOBA players might want to brush up their aim in Kovacs. 4. Complex movement. Those who have played the Counter-Strike franchise would know that Valve excels at two things: shooting and moving. The latter is still a new concept in MOBA, and with Deadlock, Valve is pushing the boundaries by blending fast-paced movement with tactical play. Of course, we're not talking Foon-style insane tactics, but Deadlock comes close with sliding, dashes, double jumps, and a blend of all three. It's close to how movement may feel in Apex Legends, and honestly, it's pretty awesome. Deadlock map has a lot of verticality, and if you pick a mobile agent like Ivy or Dash, you can have a lot of fun with movement mechanics. They're butter smooth and will have you hooked. 3. Freedom for map designers. It's no secret that Valve is open to community art and map ideas, but no one was expecting the same treatment for a game still in beta. Deadlock already has plenty of custom maps created by independent designers that players can enjoy within the game. Valve has announced that it doesn't plan to provide bug fix supports for these maps, but the idea you can enjoy this MOBA with friends in various locations is quite cool. So far, there's an aim trainer, a 2-lane map, and even a recreation of the popular CS2 map Dust 2. Counter-Strike 2 players should feel right at home. 2. Esports potential. Ever wished you'd started your pro career earlier in Apex Legends, Valorant or LOL before the scene got saturated? Well, Deadlock is a golden opportunity to give it another shot. Valve's esport titles have a stellar history, and Deadlock is projected to be the next esport darling. The great news is that it's still in beta, with only one event, the Aurora tournament held so far. Deadlock already features a robust spectating and replay system that Valorant from Riot still lacks. Major content creators are even abandoning their main games to stream Deadlock because it appeals to viewers. Take Average Jonas, Shroud, and 10Z for example. All of them have spoken highly of the game. From August 23rd to September 5th, Deadlock racked up about 15.52 million hours watched, placing it in the top 10 games on Twitch. All of this suggests that Deadlock has a solid future in esport, which should be enough reason to start grinding this game, at least for those looking to go pro. 1. A hilarious anti-cheat. Would you rather ban cheaters from your game or shame them publicly by turning them into frogs? We know we'd pick the second option. Thankfully, Deadlock offers you the choice to have fun while punishing malicious cheaters in the game. This is no joke. Deadlock has one of the funniest cheat penalties around. If a cheater gets caught, players can turn them into frogs for the rest of the game. Basically, Valve is looking to tackle the cheating problem by shaming these bad actors, and honestly, it's working so far. Deadlock has the least number of cheaters, at least since the announcement of the anti-cheat policy. In the herd of multiplayer titles where cheaters squeeze all of the fun out of a game, Deadlock is a breath of fresh air. So, there you have it folks, all the reasons why Deadlock should be on your must-play list this fall. Want more game recommendations? Hit that bell icon to turn on notifications. We got a ton of similar videos coming soon. Let us know in the comments what you think of Deadlock so far. See you next time.